Hello friends, I'm Shaikh and today in this video I'll teach you how to create a portfolio website using WordPress and Hostinger's new AI website builder. You can watch this video to create a portfolio website for any kind of business, whether it be for web designers, photographers, furniture store, real estate business, any kind of business. I'll teach you how you can add blog and online store features in this website. So if you want to write blog posts to get some additional organic traffic, you can do so. Also with online store features, you can even sell products on this portfolio website. We'll also see how to do proper SEO of this website and connect it with Google Analytics and Google AdSense. Now before we proceed further, let me first show you a quick demo of the website that we'll be creating in this video so that you get a better idea about the website that we'll be creating. First of all, this is the website, this is the homepage, and this is the first time that I'll be using the new AI builder made by Hostinger, and that makes creating websites so much easier. For example, let me first give you a demo of that. So this is the website. Now let's see how easy it is to design this website. If you go to the backend, this is the backend here. As you can see, I've designed it like this. Now here, if you don't have to do any coding or anything, you can just, for example, if you want to move this image, you can just do it like this. Here, as you can see, if you want to resize this image, you can do it like this. Okay. And if you want to move this text, for example, let me zoom out a bit. Maybe I want to move this text over here. And if you want to make this text left align, you can click on edit text and you can change the alignment to left. Maybe let's bring this button over here. Okay, and as you can see, whenever you move any element, when I move this element, you can see I get all these grids and all. This helps me to to make the layout proper. And then after that, if you want to change the size, if you want to increase or decrease the size, you can do that thing as well. Let me bring it over here. Let's make everything center. Now I can bring this image. Maybe let's resize this image like this. Maybe bring it over here at the bottom. Okay, like this. So here, as you can see, just like that, you have changed the layout of this website. Okay, now this is how it looks like. Similarly for other images as well, or other elements as well, you can just change it. You can move it like this. You don't have to do any padding, any margin, anything like that. You don't have to add any HTML or CSS element, anything like that. It's just drag and drop. Okay, similarly for header and footer as well, you can make changes in your header and footer. Here also, you don't have to use any widgets or anything. You can just move things even from one section to another section. And you can also make this website mobile and tablet friendly. So you have this mobile option. Here, as you can see, this is how it looks on mobile phone. If you want to change the layout in mobile phone, you can obviously easily do that thing. I'll explain you how that is done. So this is the new Hostinger's AI website builder, and you can see this makes creating and designing websites so much easier. We'll also see header, footer and online store, all these different options later on in this video. Let me first show you the demo of the website. Now because we are creating a portfolio website, let's see the portfolio section first. So I've created two different pages for portfolios for showcasing your portfolio. Let's see portfolio number 2 first. So this is one design, or this is one style or one layout or format of displaying your portfolios. So here you can see this website belongs to some interior designer. So maybe this interior designer has worked on these many projects. And this is Andheri project, Lonavala project, Worli project. So different location. Andheri is a place or a certain location in Mumbai. So if you want, or if I want, or if any visitor wants to see this project, if they want to get details about the project, they can click on this image. They can see this project detail. So here, as you can see, this is the project name, this is the title. This project was designed by this person. And you can also add project details like what is the project name, project area, project type, and then you can display the main image of the product. If somebody clicks on this thing, this will be zoomed out and this will be zoomed in. You can see a zoomed in image of this thing. We can also display this slider wherein we can display different images to showcase your portfolio. Then after that, maybe if you have worked on different section, for example, if you have worked on the kitchen section, so you can create a new section like this. You can type about what design format or what design layout you have or what color layout you have used, and you have selected for the kitchen, for for living space and all those things. So you can design your own custom format and custom layout for single portfolio and portfolio archive page. Okay, so this is one style. Another style, if you go to portfolio page 1, this is another style or another way of displaying your portfolios. This is just simple gallery type of images. So if you just want to display simple images, you can click on this thing and it will open this image like this. And this is just a simple gallery type of website. Okay, so you can even create different type of portfolios. Now these are two different styles that I've shown you. I'll explain you and I'll show you the whole process. So using that process, you can even create some other formats and other styles to display and to showcase your portfolio. Now if you see the home page, in fact if you start from top, at the top we have the header. At the left hand side we have this logo. Now in this option, in the Hostinger AI builder, we have this AI tools. Under AI tools, you can see we have logo maker. You can go to logo maker. You can just describe your logo. And once you describe your logo, they will create a logo for free, absolutely for free for you. So here as you can see, this is one logo which was, created for free. Then after that, we have the menu. Okay, this is how the menu looks like. Then we have the shop page. As I said you earlier, we'll also see how to add blog feature and online store feature on this website. So if you go to store, for example, you can see we can even sell products on our portfolio website. Okay, this is just to make some extra money. So if you open a single product, this is how it looks like. You can increase or decrease the quantity. You can change the price. You can see this is the layout. If somebody wants, they can click on add to cart or add to bag. This product added to the cart. Now they can click on checkout. Then once you click on checkout, you will be redirected to the checkout page wherein you can make the payment and order this product. I'll explain you this process later on in this video. Then we also have the blog option. So in this website, you can write different type of blog posts, and these blog posts will help you to generate some organic traffic through Google and Bing search results. And again, for layout and style of this single post or post archive page, all these pages for blog page, blog archive page, or single post page, you can have your own layout. You can design your own layout. I'll explain you how that is done. Then we have services page. So you can display, you can create a services page. And after that, we also have some other pages. We'll also see how to create about page. So this is, as you can see, your about page. We'll see how to create a contact page. Okay, so this is another page, contact page. Okay, you can also display, Google map over here, all these different things. You can display this map, and you can also display this contact form. Somebody, whenever they enter their details, click on submit, you will get all their details and then you can contact them. So all these features are available. And again, I'm saying the most important thing is creating this website is super simple. I'll explain you the whole process. Okay. And this is the homepage if I've not already shown you this thing. We'll also see how to add this newsletter thing, how to connect it with different newsletter or different email marketing services. Alright, so this was a very short demo of the website that we'll be creating. I hope you guys like the demo website. If you like this demo website and if you create this website, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. Now before you proceed further, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubt, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And now let's start creating this website. Alright, so as I said you earlier, to create this website, we'll be using Hostinger's new AI website builder. And to get that builder, you have to open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/Hostinger. In fact, you don't even have to type in this thing. This link is also given to you in the video description below. So you can simply click on that link and you should be redirected to this page. Now, normally this link will redirect you to the WordPress hosting plan. But if you don't need the WordPress hosting, you have to click on this hosting tab at top. And you have to select the website builder. We need to get this plan with Hostinger's website builder. So click on website builder and you will be now redirected to this page. Scroll down and you will see website builder and web hosting. Okay, we want this plan. And so you can select this option. You can click on add to cart to add this plan in your cart. And now you'll be redirected to this page. Now, first of all, let me tell you one thing, that with this, you can create 100 websites. Okay. So today you're creating this website. Tomorrow, if you want to create another website, maybe up to 100 websites, with this single plan, you can create up to 100 websites. So for the second, third, fourth plan, for the second, third or fourth, or some other websites, you don't have to purchase a new hosting plan. You can host up to 100 websites, or you can create up to 100 websites in one single plan. You also get unlimited free SSL certificate. So if you go to my website, you can see this is the SSL certificate. If you click on this thing, okay, this is the SSL certificate, this lockpad. So this will help you to accept online payments. So because we'll be using this online store feature, we'll be selling products, we need this feature. Then after that, we also have unlimited GB, basically unmetered traffic. So there is no upper limit on the data transfer limit. Then after that, you get 100 GBs of SSD storage. And this is super fast SSD storage. Most of the hosting providers, they use the HDD server to host your website. But here at Hostinger, these guys are using the SSD storage, SSD server to host your website. And this makes your website super fast. And there are many more features. As you can see, Cloudflare CDN provided, malware scanner is also provided for you. Now, first of all, we have to choose a period. For how long do you want to purchase this thing? So normally, if you see, by default 48 months or 4 years will be selected for you. And this is the best option, because with this option, you are getting the best discount possible. Now, because I'm from India, I'm getting all these things in Indian rupee. If I go back to the main page, and most of you guys, depending on the country, you will be redirected to your website. Now let me open the US version. Okay, so I'll open the US version and click on select this website builder, then select add to cart, and now you will see everything in dollar, so that you get better idea about the pricing if you're from some other country. So here, as you can see, for 4 years, if you go with 48 months, 4 years, you're getting this thing for $2.99 or $3 per month. But the regular price is $12 per month. So you're saving a lot of money. So for 4 complete years, you are paying only $3 per month. And after 4 years, you have to pay the regular price. But if you go with 1 year, here also they are giving some big discount. You will get for $3 per month. But after 1 year, after 12 months, you have to pay the regular price. But here for 4 complete years, you are getting this discount. And even after 4 years, even after this 4 year has passed, your renewal price is also discounted. So instead of regular $12, after 4 years, when this plan renews on this date, 4/8/2027, you have to pay $7 per month instead of regular $12 per month. So I would highly recommend you to go with 4 years plan. Even if you compare this thing, if you scroll down, you can see for 4 years, you just have to pay $170. In fact, you will get even more discount if you enter my coupon code. If you click on this, have a coupon code, and if you enter this thing, Nayyar, Nayyar, and click on apply, you will get 10% extra discount. So you just have to pay $150 for 4 complete years of hosting. And if you compare this thing with some other hosting, for example, earlier before recommending Hostinger, I was recommending A2 hosting. Now, if you go with A2 hosting, for first year, you have to pay $130. But here for 4 years, you have to pay $150. So this is the difference between the pricing. So I would highly recommend you to select the 4 years plan. Then after that, you have to enter your email address. This is to create an account. So this, once you enter your email address, they will create an account, Hostinger account with this email address. So make sure you remember this email address, because in the next step, we will log into our Hostinger panel, Hostinger control panel with this email address. So whatever email address you enter over here, make sure you remember this thing, make sure everything is correct, and make sure you have access to this email address. And for payment, you can make payment through credit, debit card, your ATM card, PayPal, Google Pay. And if you're using the Indian version, you will even get Paytm and net banking and many more features, or many more payment options available. So based on your country, you will get even more payment options. Now, once you see this thing, once you fill in all these things, just click on this submit secure payment button and make sure to make the payment. Right, so once you make the payment and once your payment is successful, in the next step, you'll have to set a new password. So whatever password you want for this account, you can set that password. So I'll just enter this password, and as you can see, this has to be a strong password. It must have one number, one symbol, one lowercase, one uppercase, and you can see all these options. So let me enter one password. Now, once you enter this password, click on confirm, and you can set your password. And let me actually refresh this page. So you'll be now redirected to this page. Once you make the payment, you will be redirected to this page, hpanel.hostinger.com. And whenever you want to do any changes, any setup on your website, you will be doing it from here, okay, from this page. Now let's go to hosting. Click on hosting. And here, as you can see, premium web hosting. This is the hosting that you're using. We have to set this hosting. So click on setup. If you're doing for the first time, you have to set up this hosting. Click on start now. And whether you're creating this website for somebody else, for yourself, or you already have a website, I'm creating it for myself. Who is creating this website? I'm building it myself. What type of website? Portfolio website. Do you need any help building this website? I'm selecting no thanks. Then after that, whether you want to create a new website, or if you already have a website and if you want to migrate that website. We want to create a new website, so I'll select create a new website. Whether you want to use WordPress or Hostinger Builder with AI. So in this case, we will be using Hostinger Builder with AI. So I'll select. Now you can buy a new domain, or you can use an existing domain. So if you already have a domain name of, for example, if you want to purchase a new domain name, or if you want to register a new domain name, whatever domain name you have, you can type in that domain name. For example, if I want to register this domain name, nayyar.com, I can click on search. If this domain name is available for me, this will tell me that this domain name is available, and I can click on add, and I can proceed further. Okay. Or if you have one more option, if you go back to this page, you have this option, use an existing domain. So you can select this option and you can select this website. So if you already have a domain name registered on some other website, and maybe if you want to use that domain name with Hostinger, you can do that thing. So for example, I have this domain name registered over here, nayyar.com. Okay. I have this domain name registered on GoDaddy. So I'll enter this domain, click on continue. Now in the next step, this will tell me that this domain name is hosted on GoDaddy and this is the existing name server. We need to change this existing name server and we need to replace it with this required name server. So let's do that. Go to godaddy.com or wherever your domain name is registered. So in this case, it is registered on GoDaddy. So that is why I'm going on godaddy.com. So I'll go to my products, search for this domain, which is over here, Nayyar Shaikh. You can click on DNS. So every single domain name option will have this DNS option. You have to scroll down and you have to change your name servers. Click on change. Now select this option, enter my own name server, and you will see only two options. Okay, so you have to delete this name server number 1. Similarly, delete the name server number 2. Then you can copy your first required name server, paste it under line 1, copy your second required name server and paste it under line 2. Once you do this thing, you can click on save. Now it can take up to 24 to 48 hours to link your domain name with Hostinger. After that, you can click on continue and proceed further. Okay. Or else what you can do is you can go back. Okay. Maybe if you want to use domain name later on, if you want to, they will always give you these kind of domain names. Okay. Temporary domain name that you can use. So here, as you can see, linen fox, some number, builder, preview.com. Okay. So if you don't want to use a domain name right now, if you want to purchase or if you want to register a domain name later on, for now you want to start creating your website, you can select this third option as well. Click on select. So you have all the options. I have shown you all the options. Whatever option you want, you can use that. Then after that, once you select any one of these options, whether you're selecting new domain name, existing domain name or temporary domain name, this thing will install all the required website builder tools to this domain name. And once it is done, this page will reload and you will automatically be redirected to this page, your builder page. Okay. So welcome to AI website builder. Let's build your site in 1 minute. You can click on start creating. And first of all, this is the AI builder. So in AI builder, what happens is you can enter your brand name, what type of website it is, portfolio website, and whatever type of website it is. And after that, you can describe your website. You can see a small example is given over here. For example, if it is farming business, then you can type in something like, we are a sustainable farming company based in the beautiful city of Newark, New Jersey. We have a passion for quality food and love for sustainable practices. This is just an example given to you. You can enter your brand name, what type of website, and then you can type in this thing. And after that, you can click on create website. They will create a website for you. But according to what I've seen, this is not perfect yet. They are still working on this AI thing. So what we'll do is we'll come back, click on back, and we'll use some other option. Okay, we'll use the template option for now. So this is created for you. You can now click on edit website. Okay, once you come back, you will see this page. Click on edit website. And now as you can see, we have we have a blank template over here. I'll cut this thing because I want to start it from scratch. Cut this thing. Now first, let me show you, we have seen the AI thing not working properly. So that is the reason why I'm not using it right now. But we have one more option. We have the templates option. So if you want to use that templates, you can select this option. You can click on this option. Okay, click on back. You can see this back option. And after that, they will again ask you, try AI builder or change template. So click on this thing, try AI builder or change template. Now again, if you will see this thing, okay, same process. But this time, instead of creating with AI, we'll use this option. At the bottom, if you see, use a pre-made template. Okay, if you see at the bottom link, click on that link. If you follow my mouse cursor, then you will be redirected to this page. Now, whatever type of website if you're creating, maybe if you're creating an e-commerce website, you can select e-commerce and you can see so many different templates. If you want to see a preview, you can click on preview. You can see a preview of this template. Okay, so here as you can see, this is the e-commerce website. Okay. This template is created for you. Similarly, if you want some other, you can even see some other pages created with this template. Okay, you can click on this page. You can open the shop page to see how the shop page looks like. Okay, you can open a single product page. Okay, so all these options are given to you. You can again come back to templates. Maybe if you want a portfolio or a photography website, so you can click on photography. You can see so many different types of websites are available. Maybe if you want to create this kind of photography website, wedding photography, you can click on preview. And this is also a very good design, as you can see, very good layout. If you want to import this layout on your website, you can just click on start building. Okay, so maybe if you want to use this template, you can click on start building and click on change template. This entire template will be imported for you. And once it is imported, this page will reload. And now as you can see, this is the page. Okay, so as you can see, header is loaded for you. All the different elements and everything is loaded for you. Now I want to show you and I want to explain you two things. First of all, if you want to use a template, how you will do some changes on this template. So this is the first thing. And second thing, after this template thing, we'll see how you can create your website from scratch, like from very beginning, without any template, without anything. If you want to, create your own website from scratch, how you can do that. So we'll see both the options. Now first, let's see this template option. So we have imported this template. If you want to do some changes on this template, how you can do it. So first, let's see this home page. Okay, in the home page, you can see we have the first section. Now here we have this title, fairy tale wedding photography. If you want to change this thing, instead of fairy tale wedding photography, if you want to type in something else like John Doe wedding photography. Okay, just giving you an example that you can do it like this. Okay, so text is changed. If you want to change the font style, instead of this font family, if you click on this thing, click on edit text, you can change this font family to maybe Poppins or some other font family, whatever you like, medium or bold. You can select that thing. You can even change the color. So to change the color, you can click on text color and you can change this thing to black, red, white, blue, whatever color you want. Okay, so all these different color options are given to you. Whatever color you want, you can select that color. All right, and again, if you want to do some changes in the button, you can just drag and drop it like this. Click on edit button, and instead of inquire, if you want to type in maybe contact us. Okay, so I'll type in contact us, and this will link to contact page, so which is already selected here. As you can see, link to contact page. You can change the style, like this is the fill color. Okay, instead of this fill color, if you want maybe this yellow color, red, black, whatever color you want, you can select that. So this is how easy it is to do. If you want to add some animation, you can go to animation and you can add some animation like this one. Then after that, if you want to replace this background image, you can select section. Okay, here as you can see, we have section. Click on section, click on change background. And after that, it will display this image. Now, instead of this image, maybe I want to select, let's select this image. So I'll select, click on select. And now this image will be replaced. And now as you can see, we have a different image on this background. So this is how you do some changes. Similarly for this thing, if you want to replace this image, if you want, you can just click on image, click on change image. Then you can select some other image. Maybe let me select this image, and you can see image changed. If you want to change the text, you can do it. Just click on this text. And if you want to change this thing to anything else, you can do it. If you want to resize this image, you can do it like this. Okay. So it is this easy. If you want to change the background color, for example, we have this background color. Again, you can click on section. You'll get all the option related to this section. I'll click on change background and change this section color to maybe this color. Okay, so you can do it like this. Now footer and header. Let's see header and footer. First, let's click on header. Once you click on header, you will see this option, edit navigation and change logo. First, let's see the navigation. Click on edit navigation. And if you want to add a few more links in the navigation, for example, or if you want to remove any links, for example, I don't want this, maybe let me see. I want to add this link, Max and Lisa, in the navigation menu. So here as you can see, now this link is added in the navigation menu. If you want to change the logo, click on change logo, and you can go to layout and you can bring this logo. Right now it is in center. You can bring it at left. Okay. This is menu position. We have to select logo position. So select logo and change the position to left. Now as you can see, logo is now in the left. Okay. Now go to style. You can, this is by default a transparent header. If you want to change this thing, you can change it, and you can change the header background color as well. Okay, so this is how easy it is to do this thing. Again, if you want to make it transparent, just tick mark this thing. Similarly, for layout of this menu, if you want to make this header sticky, which means that when you scroll down, the header stays with you at the top. So if I make it sticky, if I scroll down, header will stay with me at the top. Okay. Then after that, okay, so this is it for this header thing. Now if you see the footer, okay, this is how the footer looks like. Now maybe if you don't like this footer, if you want a completely different footer, you can do one thing. You can delete this entire section. Okay, so I can delete this section, click on delete, footer is gone. Now I can click on add section, and now I can add the footer section. So if you see, this is the footer section. And maybe if I want to, let's see, maybe if I want this as my footer section, I can click on this thing and click on add to all pages. Okay, make sure you select add to all pages because this is our footer. And then we want to change the background color. So I'll click on change background, change the color to maybe some color which is similar to our website color. And here you can add some text. You can do some changes like this. Maybe I'll bring it over here. Okay, this is your footer now. If you want to make some changes, if you want to add some things on this page, you can click on add element. Maybe if you want to add a map, you can bring this map over here. Okay, like this. You can rearrange them. Okay, now we have the map. You can resize this map. Okay, so you can do it like this. So all these options are given to you. And once you are done, you can always click on save to save the changes that you have made. Now, if you want to make some changes on some other pages, you can do that thing as well. You can go to contact page. For example, this is the page, get in touch. Instead of this, I'll type in contact us maybe. Okay, I'll type in contact us. Okay. Then this is the form. You can click on edit form. I'll show you this thing later on, but this is the form. You can bring this form over here. You can change this thing. You can change the size and all. You can, change the width as well. Okay. You can also style this thing. You can click on edit form. You can change the field. If you don't want maybe the last name field, if you just want the full name field, you can do that thing as well. Button style, you can change that thing. We'll see more detail about this form later on when we create this website from scratch. Right now, I'm just showing you how you can use a template and do some changes here and there. Okay, now after we do this thing, we'll now do one thing. In fact, let's go to that thing. We have already seen how this template works. Once you're done, once you're done making all the changes on this template, you can click on go live. And click on go live. Your website now will be live. You can click on visit your site, and you can see this is how your website is looking. All right, so this is the website. If you scroll down, everything is working properly. When I scroll down, because we selected sticky header, this header sticks with you. Okay, so this is your website. Now again, as I said you earlier, I'll click on go back and select try AI builder or change template. I'll select again this second option, the bottom option, pre-made templates. Use pre-made templates. And over here, I'll select try AI builder. Click on change template. And now as you can see, this my entire website will be deleted. So I'll click on change template. And now the website is deleted. If I again go back, refresh it. Now as you can see, website is blank. So now I can start this thing from scratch. I can again come back to the edge panel, refresh this page. I just wanted to show you that you can even delete this entire thing and again start from scratch. Not recommended, but because I want to show you both the ways, I've shown you the template option. Now I want to show you how you can do it from scratch. So that is the reason why I deleted this thing. Now once you come back, you can click on edit website. And now as you can see, we have an empty space over here. This page is empty. We can now start adding sections and so on. So now let me show you, if you have a blank canvas, how you can create your own website from scratch. Now over here, let's do one thing. Let's start with the first section. Let's see first how we can create this section, and then we can move on. So first we have this section here. At the left hand side, we have this image. At the right hand side also, we have image, same ratio, same proportion and all. And in the middle, we have this title and call to action button. So let's create this thing. So to create this thing, first we'll add a new section. So just click on add button, add section button. They will recommend you all these options. So if you want a pre-built section for you, whether you're creating about section, gallery section, contact form section, header section, or images section, whatever section you want. Now in this case, I want to create a blank section. So I'll click on add blank section. Okay, we have this section. Now I want to add an image like we have it over here. Right now, I'm just basically trying to explain you that if you see any website, or if you have anything, any idea in your mind, and if you want to create that website, how you can create it from scratch. Okay, so I'll add an element, click on add element. You can see this plus button over here at the left hand side. and we'll select this image option. So click on image, this image will be added. One image will automatically be added for you. So if you want to first of all replace this image, you can double click on this image and this will open this thing. Or instead of double clicking, you can click on change image and this will open this thing as well. Now let's replace this image. I'll click on replace. Now there is a link given in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. Now whenever I create a tutorial, I always create a blog post like this one. For example, for my online pharmacy e-commerce website, I created this blog post. So once you click on that link which is given in the video description, you will be redirected to a similar blog post. First you will see the title, video, then after that some important links, and at the bottom you will see download free images. Once you click on this blue download button, you will download a zip file, and once you unzip that file, once you extract that file, you will see the media folder, and inside that you will see images, and you have all these images over here. So what we need to do is we need to upload all these images on this website. So I'll just drag and drop it over here, upload all the images at once. Now these are all dummy images that I'm giving you. So if you don't have images of if you don't have your own images, you can use these images to create this website. So first I'll use this image, click on select. Okay, this is the image that once you click on select, you will see this is how it will look like. Then after that you can resize it like this. Okay, if you can increase or decrease the size of this thing. Okay, like this, a little bit smaller. All right, yeah, this looks good, and maybe this much. All right, then after that you can do one thing. You can click on this duplicate option. If you see this duplicate thing, click on this and bring this thing at the right hand side. Okay, and make sure everything is aligned properly. So make sure you see these blue lines and it aligns properly with the left hand side. Okay, once you achieve this thing, you can then again see this option. It was actually a little bit bigger, so if you want to increase the size, maybe this much, let's do it this as well. All right, now for the right hand side image, you can replace it. So double click, replace this image with this image, click on select, and once the changes have taken place, this is how it will look like. Then after that, what we need is we need this text in the center. So I'll copy this text. First we'll click on add element and add the text option. Now I'll paste in this text. Okay, by default it is Roboto. If you want to change, instead of Roboto, if you want to make it maybe Lato or some other font family, you can do it. And once you hover over Lato, you can see you can make it regular, or if you want, you can make it bolder. So if you want, you can select this option, and we want to make it center align. So we'll select alignment center and decrease the size of this thing a little bit. And first of all, what I want to do is I want to make it heading 1. Okay, this is heading 1, but I want to change the size. So instead of heading 1 is by default 80 pixels, I want to make it 48 pixels. Okay, and we'll make it Roboto. We'll make it Lato regular, and this is how it will look like. All right. In fact, I think in this example over here, Lato is not used. We have used the Oswald font family. Okay, so if you want to use the same font family, you can do that. So this is the font family that we have used. Then below this, we have this button. So again, click on add element and drag and drop the button. You can drag and drop it, or you can just click on that thing and it will work. Now here it says contact us. By the way, if you click on edit text, you can change the color of the text. I've already explained you all these things. You can even link this thing. We'll see the link thing later on. Now click on edit button, and button text over here says contact us. So we'll type in contact us, and you can link it with your contact page. Now we have not yet created our contact page, but once you create your contact page, you can again come back, click on this button, edit button, and link to, you can select the contact page. Like we have the home page. Similarly, you will see a contact page. Once you have created that page, you can link this thing with that page. Now let's see what we have more. Then we need to change the background color of this button to this black color, and text color to this white color. So for that, we'll again come back over here and we'll go to style, and this is the thing. We want to change this thing maybe to this color. Okay, this black color. If you want to make, if you want to change this thing, maybe, or if you want your own custom color, you can type in the hex code. So maybe let's type in 2E, 2E, 2E. Okay, this is the black color that I want. Okay, so I'll press enter, and text color is already white. But if you want to make it some other color, maybe instead of white, if you want to make it gray or some other color, you can change it from here. Text font is Lato. If you want to change this thing again, instead of Lato, if you want to make it Oswald, you can do that thing as well. And you can also change the font family. So maybe instead of a font size, instead of 16, we'll make it 14. and let's resize this button. So whatever size you want for this button, you can select, then click on edit button. We have few more things. Let's see. A border radius, if you want to give some border, like here, as you can see, we have nice, bold borders. Then border width, you can type in maybe 4 or 5 pixels, and border color also you can set. So in this case, a border color is white. Okay. So this is the border color, but when you hover over this button, thing changes. So in this case, when you hover over this button, the background becomes this gray color and the border color becomes this black color. So you can click on this thing, double click on this button, style, and you can see the hover effect. Here, as you can see, hover, select hover, and background becomes this gray color, even lighter gray. So I'll change this thing to even more lighter gray. Okay, maybe this. Text becomes black, I guess, and border also becomes black. Now, if I hover this thing, as you can see, this is how this button looks like. All right. Now, once you have this thing, after that, we have this title and this text. So let's see how we can achieve this thing. So for that, again, I'll first of all just copy this thing, this much, this text, come over here and click on plus button, add element, and bring this text element over here at the bottom. Now I'll paste everything, and let me do one thing. Let me again resize this thing, bring it at top, and make everything center align first. Okay, align center. Now for the first text, okay, you can select this text. For first we have heading, so I'll select this much, make it heading 4, and after that 32 pixels is fine, and I'll make it Oswald because that is the font family that we are using for heading. So this is our heading, so I'll make it Oswald 32. Okay. Now for paragraph, this is your paragraph. You can make it, by default it is Lato. Instead of Lato, if you want, maybe let's see, if you want some other font family like Nunito Sans, this is also a very good font family. You can select that thing. 16 pixels. If you want to make it 18 pixels, you can change that thing as well. All right. Then you can align it. Make sure this is center aligned. So you'll see this golden line going in between, which means that this is aligned in middle and in center. Okay. And then after that, at the bottom again we have this button. So we can duplicate this button and bring it over here at the bottom, and change the title to discover our services, and you can link this button with your services page. Okay, so I'll double click on this button and type in discover our services. All right. Then after that, if you want to add some spacing at top or bottom, you can just select this thing, section heading, and you can do it like this. Okay. So here, this is how it looks like. We have some spacing at bottom. We have this thing. Okay. So this is how you create your section. Now let's see how we can create our next section. All the things are same. To create a new section, you click on add section. Again, if you want to use any pre-built layout or pre-built template, you can use that thing as well. For example, if you go to images, you can see we have these kind of templates. If you want to use this, for example, let me use this template. Okay, we have this thing. So instead of this, again, we just need to first replace these images. I'll double click and replace it with some other image. So in this case, we want to use this image. I'll click on select. Right. And I'll do one thing, maybe increase the height and decrease the width. So increase the height, maybe this much, and decrease the width a little bit, maybe this much. Right. And actually I'll delete this image and I'll duplicate this one, bring it over here at the right hand side. Okay. Now I'll replace the right hand side image. Okay. With, let's see, with this image. Okay. Now for the middle image, I'll first of all decrease the size, because if you see in middle, we have two images, one at top, then one at bottom. So first I'll decrease the size a little bit, height, and bring it at top. Okay, maybe, yeah. Then double click, replace this image, and I'll use this image. All right. Then below this thing, we have this image. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll duplicate this image, click on this, duplicate, bring it over here at the bottom. Then again, change image, replace it with some other image. Let me select this image. So I'll click on select and I'll increase the size of this image. Maybe this much, maybe a little bit less. Right, fine. So this is your section. Then after that, you can type in this thing. Okay, you have this option. Now, because we have created a very similar section over here, very similar thing over here, we can just copy paste this thing. So we can go at top and you can just duplicate this thing. Right click on this image, right click on this text, click on copy, come over here, right click, paste. Okay, increase the size, section height a little bit, bring this thing over here at the center, then copy this button, come over here and paste it. Again, increase this section height a little bit, bring it in the center, and then after that you can make the changes. Okay, if you want to change the text, you can select it like this and you can bring it at bottom, change the text and all. Then we have this option. Okay, the next section. So again, I'll click on add section, and again I want a blank section. First thing I want to do is I want to change the background color of this section. Okay, as you can see, the background color of this section is different. So I'll click on change background. And instead of background, in background, if you want some image in the background, you can have that. Or if you want color in the background, you can do that thing as well. So I'll select color, and not this much. I'll select a very light color. Okay, so for this, I'll select F0, F0, F0. If you type in this color code, you will see very light gray color. Then we have this thing. So again, similar thing. I can just copy this thing from top, paste it over here, bring it in center and in middle, copy, paste, bring it in center, and you can change the text and all. Okay, so once you have created one thing, rest everything becomes so much easier, because we don't want to duplicate this same thing. We don't want to create duplicate things from scratch. Once we have created one element, after that we can always copy that element and paste it wherever we want. So this is also completed. Now finally we have our last section, your testimonial section. So we can click on add section. And for this, if you want, you can select the testimonial section. Maybe if you don't want this style, maybe if you want some other style, you can see so many different testimonial styles are available. Maybe if you want this one with images, you can select this, click on this thing. And now as you can see, this is created for you. If you click on this thing, just make sure you change the text and all these things. So for the heading, if you see, for the heading, we are using Oswald 32. And this is heading 4. Okay, so again, I'll select this thing, edit text. I'll change this thing to Oswald, make it 32. Okay, so that everything matches. Okay, we want same font family and everything used throughout the website. Similarly, for this text, we want to use Nuneato Sans, which we have used at top. For all the other text as well, instead of Lato, I'll select Nuneato Sans. All right, for this text as well. All right, and for this as well. Now instead of this image, if you want to replace this image, we already know, double click, change this image and replace with some other image, whatever image you want. Okay, so it is that easy. And if you want to add some height, you can do it like this, just add some section height if you want. So this is your testimonial section. Then after that, we have the header and footer. Let's see how we can create the header and footer. First of all, whatever changes you have made, make sure to click on save so that these changes are saved. Now let's first create our header. Okay, or maybe let's do one thing. Let's first create a footer and then we can see the header thing. So to create a footer, we can create any kind of footer. Again, we don't have to do it from scratch. I can just click on add section, or I can just import a template for footer. So this is the template that I've used. Okay, so I'll click on this template, click on add to all pages. Okay, and I want to change the background color to this color, F0 color. So I'll select change background color, and let's see, this is the F0 color, so I'll use this one. Now again, for this text and all, I can click on edit text, and for paragraph, for heading, we'll make it Oswald, and for paragraph, we'll make it Nuneato. Similarly, for over here, heading will be Oswald and paragraph will be whatever font family you want. Okay, and you can control this thing. In fact, you don't have to do it manually. Let me show you one automatic way. First, let me change this thing. Let me save this thing. So here at the left hand side, you will see website styles, website, all these things. So under website styles, if you click on this thing, you can go to text, and by default, as you can see, Roboto is selected. For text, you can click on edit text styles. For heading, I want what font family we have selected, Oswald. So we'll select Oswald for heading. Okay, for all type of heading. So if you go to heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, if you come back for paragraphs, we don't want Lato, we want Nuneato Sans. Okay, now as you can see, everything is automatically changed. So instead of doing it manually, you can do it automatically. Now whatever thing you have selected, it will automatically be converted to that font family. Okay, now if you edit this thing, as you can see, it is already Oswald. If you edit this form, go to style, you can see it is all automatically Nuneato Sans. So you can save some time. You can just add a website style, and this will save you a lot of time. Now because the background color is changed, this form is now not visible properly. First let me bring this thing over here and over here. I don't want this thing, I want to change, not bolder, we want regular size. Okay, now for this form, let's first click on edit form. Now over here under email, you can type in your email address over here. So whenever somebody enters this email address, this will be selected, this will be collected over here. So you will get basically whenever somebody enters the email address and click on submit, you will get this detail on this email address. Okay, so make sure you enter your email address, click on field. We have only one email field over here. Go to button, we have this button. If you want to make it center, left, right, you can do that thing. When somebody submits and click on submit, they will get this message, thank you. And then we have this style option. So under style, for first form field, I want to change the background color. So in this case, fill color to this a little bit darker color. Okay, so that we can see it properly. And text color, will make it label text color. Let's see, field text color, we can make it black so that it is easy to read. And rest everything I think is looking good. Animation, I don't want any animation. Again, once you do this thing, make sure to click on save and save the changes. Now for header, first you will have to create navigation. So at the left hand side, you will see this option pages and navigation. Click on that. Home page is automatically created for you. This is the page that we are creating. This is the home page. So you can do one thing. You have this main navigation. Whatever option you want in the navigation in the menu, you can drag and drop it over here. So we can just drag this thing at the top. Okay. Now once you do this thing, you can see now header is displaying for you. You have this header section. We have the home link at the right hand side, but at the left hand side, we have this broken image. So let's replace this thing with our logo. So I'll click on this thing. First click on header, then click on change logo and replace it with some logo. And you can use this logo maker. So if you click on AI tools, click on logo maker, you can use this tool to create a logo for yourself. So maybe first log into your HPanel account, Hostinger account. And here as you can see, earlier I was trying some logos. So here as you can see, I described this thing. You can create your own logo from scratch. Okay, if you want to describe a logo, and this will create a logo for you. Okay, so if you want, you can click on auto. Okay, click on this gear icon. And earlier, as you can see, I was trying this thing, Amanda White interior design slogan, and this is the industry interior design, and this gave me all this logo. Let's try some other name. I'll type in John Doe, and slogan will be interior design, and industry is also interior design. I'll click on create. If you want some other slogan or tagline, you can add some other tagline. And if it is in some other industry instead of interior design, if it is web designing or anything like that, you can change the industry to that option, and it will create some simple logos for you. Obviously, this is not going to be some next level super professional logo. These are some simple logos that we can use for your website. So here as you can see, all these simple logos, whatever you or whichever you want, you can use that. So maybe I'll use this one. Okay, and if you want to change this icon, instead of this icon, if you want maybe some other icon, maybe I want this icon, so I can select this thing. Okay, you can also change the icon color and so on. Change the font family for this text. So Montserrat is selected. If you want to select some other font family, you can do that. And after that, you can click on download for free. Zip file will be downloaded for you. Let me open that zip file. Alright, so this is the zip file. You have to right click on the zip file and click on extract files. Click on OK. And you will see a new folder. If you open this thing, you can see this is your logo. Okay, now you cannot see this because the color is also. I always recommend you to use this SVG logo. Okay, this thing. Don't use this image logo, PNG logo. Use the SVG logo. Let's see how we can use it. First of all, come back to this page again. Click on header. First click on header. Click on change logo and replace image and upload this thing. Upload files. Go to media. In fact, we don't have to. Yeah, media logo 2. This is the one that we just downloaded. Click on open. And once it is selected, click on select. And now you can see the logo at the right hand side. If you want to increase this width and height of this logo, okay, maybe let me increase the size a little bit more. Then logo position, if you want to bring it in center, right, left, you can do that. Style, if you want to make it a transparent header, you can make it transparent header as well. Okay. Layout also, you can change menu position, left, right, whatever position you want, you can select that. All right. Now again, make sure to save. So this is your header. We have seen header, we have seen footer, we have seen all the different sections. Now, once you create any page, you should always see how this page is looking on a mobile phone. So let's see how to make this website mobile friendly. So for that, we'll click on this mobile icon. Now here, first of all, you can see the header. If you click on header, click on change logo. I want to increase the size, width of the header. Okay. Width of my logo basically. Then you can see we have these two images and everything is messed up a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll bring this image below and bring this text at top. Okay. And bring this button in middle, then this button and then this image, and now it is looking better. All right, now if you scroll down again, I want to make sure everything is in middle and this button is not looking proper. So I'll change the size of this button. Okay, bring this text a little bit at top. Then we have these images. Okay, now if you don't want these many images, maybe for desktop it is looking fine, but for mobile phone maybe it will become a lot of images. Then you can do one thing, either you can make it like this, you can make small images, 1 in 2 section. Okay, like this. Okay, let me do it like this. Okay, like if you want, you can make something like this. First, let me, all right. Or if you want, you can completely just, first let me bring this thing at top. So maybe 2 small images, 1 big image like this. And still, if you have 1 image, maybe if you, I'm just giving you an example, a scenario, maybe if you don't want to display this image in the mobile phone. In desktop, we do want to display this thing, but not in mobile phone. So you can do one thing, you can click on this visibility and you can hide this on mobile phone. Okay. And then after that, we have these 2 things. I'll do one thing, bring them at top. Okay, over here, just below this image thing, and decrease this size. Right. All right. So decrease this extra spacing from bottom. Then again, bring this thing over here in the middle. Now for this testimonial thing, what I'll do is I'll bring this text over here. Okay. Decrease the size of this text and bring it over here. Bring this image in center, in middle basically. All right. So this is how it will look like. Similarly, maybe for this one, we'll change this thing. And this. All right. So again, for this one, we'll bring it over here, change this thing, right? Fine. And finally, we have one more. So I'll bring this image over here, change this text width and bring it in center. All right. Okay. So you can do it like this, then decrease this extra space from bottom. And then footer is looking fine. So this is now a mobile friendly, page. And this is how your website will look on a mobile phone. Again, if you want to make some changes, you can always do that. And once you do this thing, after that, you can click on save and you can always update your website. Okay. Basically, you can publish your website so that it is visible to people online. So if you click on visit your website, you can see this is your website. If you open this thing, okay, this is how it is looking. If you want to see the mobile version, you can actually press F12 on your keyboard. And then after that, you can see this mobile icon. And this is how your website will look in a mobile phone. All right. Looking much better as compared to earlier one. So this is how you can make your website a mobile friendly website. Let's again come back to desktop. All right, so we have seen how to create a home page, how to make it mobile friendly, how to see, header, footer. Now let's see some other pages. Few more pages are left, like your about page, contact page, all those pages. Most of the times you can just use the template and you can create a good services page, about page, and so on. So let's first see the basic pages that we don't need to create it from scratch. We can just use the template. And then we'll see some other pages like the portfolio page, which is the most important page for this website. We'll create that page according to our needs. But for other pages, we can just use the template. So first, to create a new page, you will click on pages and navigation at the left hand side. and click on add page. Okay, you see this button, add page. Now what page you want to create? Maybe in this case, let's create about page. Okay, maybe let me select this one. Okay, this second template. So I'll click on this template, and here you have your about page. Now if you want to make some changes, you can always do that. If you want to replace this image, maybe, with some other image, maybe let me select this image, replace this right side image with some other image. Okay, maybe this one. Similarly, if you want to replace this person, this name, you can always do that. So instead of I'll type in Alice. Okay, so you can always do it like this. You just need to now replace these content. Okay, maybe let me bring it over here. All right, fine. Once you're done, again click on update and save, and you can see this about link is already added in your navigation menu. Then after that, we can again click on navigation, pages and navigation, click on add page. Let's add the services page. So click on services, and whatever design you want for the services page, you can select. Maybe we want this design. Okay, if you want to replace something, you can do that. I am not doing anything. Services also added at top. Now let's create the contact page. So click on pages and navigation, click on add page, or select contact page, which is over here. Okay, let's select the right one, because see, here we have this contact form as well. So I'll click on this thing, and your contact page is now created. I want to do one thing. Maybe I don't want this image, so I can delete this image and bring this thing over here and bring this over here. All right. So instead of creating this thing in 4 or 5 different sections, I'll do it like this. Increase the size and decrease the width a little bit. All right, so this is how it is looking. Don't want this section, so we can completely delete this section. Don't want this section as well, because we already have these social media icons at the bottom. All right, so this is how it is looking. If you want to make some changes, you can obviously do that. Maybe this is looking better. Then again, you can just click on this thing, and you can replace, instead of this email, you can type in your email address. Instead of this phone number, you can just replace all the content. Now for this form, we have already seen, if you double click on this form, you can see, make sure you have your correct email address. Fields, if you want to replace any fields, you can do that. Buttons, if you want to change the styling of the button, we have seen that. Okay, we have seen basically everything in the home page. Now once you're done, again click on save to make sure changes are saved on your website. Now let's see the portfolio page. First, let's see the simple one. If you click on just portfolio, this is the page that we want, and this is just a simple page. Okay, we have just added all these gallery images. Once you click on that thing, it will open in this manner. You can now just change the images. So let's first create this page, portfolio page. So for that, we'll click on this pages and navigation, click on add page, and we don't have any portfolio option, so I'll create a new empty page, and I'll name it portfolio 1. All right, so just because I want to create 2 pages, or else I would have just named it portfolio. And I want to hide this page. I don't want to, or maybe I want to show this page on navigation. Okay, if you want to hide this page on navigation, you can do that thing as well. Click on save. All right, now we have this empty page. We have the header, footer, nothing in between. So I'll add a section, and in that we'll add some headline, simple headline. Maybe let's add this one. Okay, a simple headline, and then after that I'll add another section, and in this I'll add the gallery section. Okay, so I'll select gallery. Now whatever style you want, equal style, masonry style, whatever style you want. Maybe if you want this style, you can select this, and you have all your images. And instead of these, first of all, you can just double click, and masonry or grid style, you can select how many per row, gap between photo, you can select all these things. And if you want to replace this thing, you can click on this, click on manage gallery, click on add photos, and you can upload your own photos. So maybe let me select, you can tick mark it like this. Here, as you can see, we have the tick mark box. Let me select these images, click on add to gallery, and all the earlier images I can delete them. Okay, like this. And now click on, I think we don't need to click on anything, just cut this thing, and now we have this design. Okay, so this is how it looks like. You can again always change this thing. You can double click, always change this thing to grid layout or masonry layout, whatever layout you want. You can always increase or decrease the number of images you want per column, per row, and after that gap between these images, you can change these things. Okay, I'll keep it grid, maybe 3 rows, 3 columns per row. So this is a simple design. Okay, we just have simple gallery, nothing else. If you click on this thing, this image will pop up. Let me decrease this extra spacing at bottom. Alright, so if you have any extra spacing at bottom, you can get rid of that. So this was the simple one. Now let's see how we can create a design like this one for Portfolio 2. Okay, this is also simple design. There is one difference, that when you click on this thing, instead of opening this image, it will redirect you to some other page, and we have to then create this single portfolio page. First, let's create this portfolio page. So I'll again click on pages, navigation and pages, click on add page. And for this, I want to use this maybe a services template. Okay, I just want to use this template, so I'll use the services template, but this is going to be my portfolio 2 page. Okay, click on save, and here. All right, now over here what we want to do is, instead of this image, I want to replace it with my own image. Maybe this image belongs to some project that I've worked on, so I'll select this image and I'll change the text. Instead of expert architecture services, I'll type in Andheri project. Okay, like you can see over here, just like this thing, like the demo website. Okay, you have this thing, and after that, once you click on this image, you will be redirected to some other page. So what I'll do is, I'll click on save first, create a new page. This is the archive page. Now once you click on this page, you will be redirected to this single portfolio page. So let's create this single portfolio page. So for that, we'll click on pages, click on add new. Let's use the projects template. Okay, and I'll use this one, our projects. Click on open. But in the name in navigation, I'll type in, instead of projects, we'll type in Andheri project. This is our single project page. Okay, this is Andheri project, and I want to hide this thing. I don't want to display this in the navigation. Click on save. All right, so this is the thing. Instead of our project, I'll name it Andheri project. All right, then after that, all these details. So 3 BHK apartment in Andheri. This is my title. Come over here, replace this thing, Sunshine Bay Residence. So instead of this, I'll type in this thing. All right, then after that, we have all the details like project details. I'll add this thing over here. All right, and don't want this much space. All right, if you want to make this thing underline, you can select this much, and you can select this underline thing, and it will be underlined. If you want to make it bolder, select this and select B, it will become bolder. All right, now replace this image, click on change image, replace it with maybe this image. Let's select this image. Now below this thing, I want to add this slider. Okay, so what I'll do is, I'll click on add section and search for slideshow. Here it is, and select this slider. Now first of all, double click on this and click on change slides. Delete these 3 images and add your own images. Okay, so I'll again go back. Maybe I want to add this one, then this. Okay, what all images you want, you can just select those images, 4, 5, 7 different images, whatever, how many number of images you want. You can select that, and after that, you can, let me add one more image, this one. Once you're done, you can cut this thing, and then you can increase or decrease the size of this thing, or this slider, okay, or this slide show. And this is how it looks like. Now people can change this thing. You can always change the settings. You can go to settings. If you don't want this, if you want both arrows and this dot at the bottom, you can have this thing. If you don't want anything, if you just want dot, or if you just want these arrows, you can have that thing as well. Then under settings, you can always autoplay this thing, and you can loop this thing, so it will keep on playing. Okay. Now for this option at the left hand side, again, I'll use some other image. Maybe I'll use this image. Maybe here I'm typing about this wall art. So let me type in something about this wall art, and after that I can describe what this thing is. So this is how you can create a single page for the portfolio. Okay, you can always save this thing. Now we have to link this thing. So we'll again go back to the portfolio page. This is our Andheri project. I'll click on image, click on change image, and I'll go to action, and on click, I want to replace this thing. Click on open link and link it with this Andheri project. Similarly, this text also, when somebody clicks on this text, I want to link this thing with this Andheri project thing. Okay. And now click on save. So now when somebody clicks, so first let me save this page and update this website. Let me show you this thing. If I again refresh this page, updated website. Now if I click on Portfolio 2, here if I click on Andheri project, as you can see, I'm redirected to this page. All right. So this is basically how it works. Now this is your single project page. Now next time whenever you want to create a new page, you can always come over here, and you don't have to again, now because you have created this template, Andheri project, this is now a template for single project. Next time when you want to create a another project, single project, you don't have to create it from scratch. You can click on this gear icon and you can duplicate this thing. So if I duplicate this thing, now instead of Andheri project, this is going to be maybe Sign project. Okay, I'll type in Sign project, and then after that again replace images and all these things, and that will be my other page. All right. Now if you again go back to home page, click on Contact Us and link this thing, okay, with the contact page. Then we had services thing, edit this button and link this thing with your services page. So make sure you complete this thing. Similarly with this button also, you can link all these things with different pages. Alright, so with this, basically the portfolio thing is now completed. We have seen how you can create a portfolio page, a portfolio archive page, single portfolio page, how you can link this thing with a single portfolio page. We have seen all those things. Now let's add the blog and online store feature to this website. Okay, let's see how that is done. To add the blog feature, you have this option, blog option at the left hand side. Click on that and click on this button, start a blog. Now this will add this blog option here, as you can see in the menu bar, and also this has already created this page for you. Okay, this is the page. Now you can go ahead and edit this blog post. So I can click on edit post, and this is a dummy blog post that is created for you. Now if you want, you can go to this demo website, open the blog page. Let's open a single blog post, and this is the title of the blog post. So I'll copy the title, and you can click on this option. You can click on this change post title. So you'll get this blog settings. So under post title, you can add the title. Post description, just leave it as it is. Post author, who is the author? So maybe if you're the author, you can type in your name and you can just click on save. We'll have few more options. So again, click on change post title. And after that, we have featured image. You have to upload the featured image. So click on select featured image. And let's select this image as the featured image. Then under categories, click on select categories, add a new category. Maybe this is related to business. This blog post is related to business. So I'll add a new category, business, and click on save. Now if I scroll down, I want to change this image. And again, I want to replace it with this image, right? And after that, post content. Okay, at the bottom, you will type in whatever your post content is. So I'll copy this much and paste it over here. Okay, but what I'll do is I'll do one thing. I want to decrease the width of this thing. Okay, and add some section height at the bottom. All right, so this is how it looks like. Now obviously if you want to in between, if you want to add images or anything like that, you can obviously do that, like we have seen multiple times. So if you want to add an image over here, you can, maybe if you want to add 2 images over here, you can do that. Okay, duplicate it, add it over here. Okay, change this size a little bit. Okay, so if you want to add any image like this, you can do that. Or in between, if you want to add some links or some buttons, you can obviously do that thing. You can add contact form, subscribe form, anything you want. And again, if you want to add few more text at the bottom, you can do that. So this is how you can create your blog post. Once you're done, you can click on update website. This will be saved and published. Now if you click on blog, you'll see you have your post title and all these things. Now similarly for second, third, fourth blog post, you can add few more blog posts over here. Okay, now at the left hand side, if you click on blog, you will have these 4 blog posts. If you want to add few more, you can click on add new. 5th, 6th, 7th, you can add few more blog posts. Okay, so this is how you add the blog feature. Now let's see the online feature, online store feature. So at the left hand side, you'll see online store. Click on that and click on add store. Now this will add this thing. Okay, this will add this store link at the top, and this will create this 6 products for you. Okay, this is automatically created. Again, if you click on online store at the left hand side, you will see these 6 products added. If you click on any one of these products, this is how it will look like. If you want to make any changes in this, you can again click on online store, click on this gear icon, click on edit product. Once you click on edit product, now you'll be redirected to a new link. Earlier we were on builder.hostinger.com. Now we are redirected to ecommerce.hostinger.com. Now first of all, you have to set up your online store. So your store name. So in this example, what I'll do is I'll just select this John Doe. Maybe this is my store name. Okay. Click on continue. You can select your country. Okay. I'll select India so that, they can show this currency and so on. Now click on continue. Now, once you do this thing, sometimes you might get this option that settings, changes of the settings were not taken place. Don't worry about that thing. You can again come back to builder and repeat this same thing. So again, if you go back to builder Hostinger, you can do one thing, click on online store and you can click on manage store at the bottom. If you say this thing, now you'll be redirected again to the Hostinger, e-commerce Hostinger, and here you can click on store settings, store details. So here, as you can see, everything is selected. Again, come back to company information. You can add your company information, your logo, contact details, email, phone number. Okay. Then payments, very important. We have to set up payments so that we can accept online payments on our website. People can come, they can purchase the product, they can make the payment. So for that, we'll have to click on, we have to connect this Stripe payment gateway. So you already have this payment option. You can click on connect. And obviously before this, first you must create an account with Stripe. If you don't already have an account, go to stripe.com and create an account with Stripe, and then you can add this payment gateway on this website. Now enter your Stripe email address and click on continue. Enter your Stripe password, click on login. Now once it is done, it will display your business name. You can select this, click on continue, or if you want, you can click on create a new business and you can add new business details over here. Then after that, you can add your professional details. So we are using this for the website, so we can select this thing. Now you can go back to your website and you can you can create a support page, terms of service, privacy, all this, and cancellation policy page. Okay, you can create all these pages. What I'll do is I'll just copy this link, this website's link, paste it in all these options. But you should be adding your support link, terms of services page link and all those. And after that, click on continue. Now basically for these pages, terms of service, privacy, policy page, let me again go back to builder. Let's first complete this setup and I'll explain you about these pages. Right, so once everything is completed, they will just display you all these details. You can now click on agree and submit. And once it is done, you will automatically be redirected to your e-commerce Hostinger panel. And with this, your payment setup is now completed. Now, if you want to add few more payment options, now you can accept online payments like Visa, MasterCard, all these payments, Google Pay, all this. If you want to add cash on delivery, for example, you can click on manage manual payment and click on add and type in cash on delivery. Okay. And after that, click on save. If you want to add few more options, you can do that thing as well. First, let's let this thing get reloaded. Now you can again click on add manual option. Now, maybe if you're accepting UPI payments, so you can type in UPI payment over here. You can give your UPI address. Okay, so maybe this is some UPI address. So maybe let's see, this is suppose my UPI address. Okay, so I'll add this thing and then I'll add a note. Please share this screenshot, or I'll type in something like this. Please share this screenshot of the payment at support at fahm.in after you complete the payment. Okay, so this is your UPI payment. Similarly, if you want to add few more options, you can do that thing. Okay, now again, let's come back to store settings and payment is completed. Shipping, if you want to add some shipping details, you can do this thing from here. You can click on this thing, shipping option. Regular shipping, you can by default it is free. If you click on this thing, you can charge some shipping amount over here. So by default, maybe suppose if I want to charge 40 rupees shipping or 40 rupees delivery charge, I can select that and click on add. If you want, you can even add some conditions. If you edit this thing, click on add condition. So if the order price is between this amount, maybe between 100 rupees to 1000 rupees, then you can add some other condition. Or if the weight of the product maybe is between 0.5 kg to 1 kg, then I want to charge 40 rupees. And if some other option, then I can add a new option. Okay, and I can type in 1 kg to 5 kg maybe. Okay, and here I can charge maybe 100 rupees shipping, and I can add a condition 1 kg to 5 kgs. Okay, so you can do something like this. You can add multiple shipping rates which automatically will be applied on the product. Okay. Then again, come back to this option. We have checkout option. Click on this. We don't have to do anything over here, but if you want, you can require this thing. We require phone number, so phone number must be required at checkout. So I'll tick mark this thing, and rest everything is fine. Click on save. Email, taxes. If you want to enable taxes, you can click on taxes, and you can add region, and you can add all the taxes option. I'll just type in India, select a country, and I'll select India from here. All right, only for one country. Click on save. Maybe the type of product that I'm selling, on these type of products, okay, maybe I'm selling this this product. Okay, let's go to the store. Okay, maybe I'm selling these bowls and all these products. So maybe on this thing, a GST of 12% is applied. Okay, so I'll just type in under tax name GST 12%, and under tax rate I'll type in 12, and it is already percentage, so 12. Now click on save. All right, so this is your tax option. And for invoices, you can customize how your invoices will look like. Because I have not added my logo and all, this is how it looks like. Once you add your company name, logo, address, this will look even much better. Okay. Then after that, if you want to give some discount, if you want to add a discount code, you can click on add a discount code, and you can add this code, but these are not really necessary. So I'll just skip this thing. Let's come back to products option. If you want to edit any product, you can click on this product. Maybe instead of this thing, I want to sell some t-shirts. So I can remove this image and upload some t-shirt image. So let me go back to media. I don't think I have any such images. Maybe let's upload this image. Okay. Okay. Just for demo purposes. And maybe I'll add red shirt. Okay. So maybe I'm selling this thing. So I'll type in red shirt. And after that, you can type in your product description. What is the price? So maybe 650 rupees. Okay. If you want, you can also give some discount. You can add your SKU. What is the weight of the product? So maybe 0.25, 250 grams. Okay. You can also add multiple options. You can add a category. After that, you can click on save. These are not really necessary, but you can do this thing. If you want to view this product, you can click on this thing and come back. Let's refresh this page. Let's refresh our website. Okay, we have not yet, we have to go back to builder and we have to update this website. Here as you can see, we got this message. Your changes are not live yet. We have to go back to the editor or builder and we have to do the changes. But similarly, you can go to some other product. You can add image, you can add the title, you can change the pricing and all. Okay, so that is how it is done. And once you receive an order, first, actually, let me do one thing. Let's go back to editor. Then after that, I'll show you all the order stuff and all, how the order is received and so on. First, update this website. Again, if you come back over here, refresh it. Once the website is updated, now you'll see all the shopping cart and store page. If you go to the store page, for example, we have the red shirt. If somebody purchases this, they can click on add to bag. They can go to checkout page. All right, so here I'm getting some error that shipping is not available for this country. Let's see what went wrong. Again, let me actually do one thing. Open this thing, manage store, and let's go to store settings, shipping. Okay, I think here the problem would be the weight that we have selected for this t-shirt was 0.25 kilograms or 250 grams. And we don't have any option related to that. So I'll add an option, standard shipping. This is going to be a standard shipping. So if no option is selected, then maybe we'll charge 30 rupees shipping charge. Okay, if no option is selected, no condition is selected. Okay, and country, make sure you have selected this country. Let's go to products again. And let's open this product, and rest everything should be fine. Don't want to add any options. Click on save. And again, let's come back to editor and update this website. Let's try it again. Come back over here, refresh it. And now as you can see, standard shipping is applied. So earlier, because the product price was different, everything was not working properly. We had selected the weight of the product, this t-shirt, that shirt product as 250 grams. And we had not created any shipping class for that thing. Now, because I've created this standard class, even if the condition is not met, this is going to be the default shipping price. Okay. Rest everything is also working fine. You can see the price is working fine. Shipping of 30 rupees is applied, and total due of GST. You can see that thing. Now, if you click on continue, You can enter, this user can enter the email address. Let me actually try this thing. Enter the full name, address, okay, city name, postal code, phone number, continue. And then they can make the payment. They can make payment through Visa, debit card, UPI payment. You can see we have all this thing, or even cash on delivery. So you can select this thing and click on place an order. And now as you can see, this person will get this message that your order has been placed. Now you will get this option over here under online store. If you open manage store, okay, you will get all these order details. So here, if you go to orders, you can see you have new order. If you open this order, you can see this is for this red shirt. This is unfulfilled. This is the place where you have to deliver. This is the phone number and all. So you can see all these details over here, and you can, if this order is fulfilled by you, okay, you can always select this option, mark as fulfilled. If you want to create an invoice, you can create an invoice for this. And this is how your invoice will look like. You can download the PDF version of this invoice. All right. And after that, if this order is fulfilled for you, fulfilled by you, you can select this thing, fulfill with tracking number. You can add the tracking number and tracking page URL, for example. So maybe if you have used delivery or DHL or any other shipping provider, they will give you the tracking number. You can add the tracking number and mark as fulfilled once you have delivered the product. And if this product is paid, right now it is not paid. This is cash on delivery. As you can see, payment method, cash on delivery is selected. If you have received the order, if you have received the money, or if the payment method was selected UPI and you had received the UPI payment, you can mark this order as paid. Okay, so with this, the order is now 100% completed. So this is how you do it. Okay, this is how you can add the e-commerce feature also to your website. So we have seen the blog feature, also the e-commerce feature. We have also seen the order management stuff. Then at the left hand side, you have the website settings. So we have, let's see a few general settings. So under general setting, first you can add your favicon. So if you see what a favicon is, if you add any image, maybe let me add this image. Here, as you can see, besides, if you see the browser tab, besides your website name, this is the logo, this is the favicon. Okay. And then after that, cookie banner. If you want to display cookie banner, that this will display this banner. This website uses cookie, then you can display that thing. Okay. Then after that, integration. If you want to integrate your website with Google Analytics, just enter the Google Analytics ID. You will get this on your Google Analytics page. Go to your Google Analytics page. You will see an ID, something like G-some number. You can add that thing and it will be connected with your website. Similarly, if you want to connect WhatsApp, like I have connected over here, as you can see in this demo website, I have this WhatsApp thing. People can click on this thing and they can chat with you through WhatsApp. So you can just enter your WhatsApp number. Okay, whatever your WhatsApp number is, and after that click on save changes. This will connect with this thing as well. Similarly, for Google AdSense, you can just enter the content over here and this will connect with Google AdSense. Now they have their own analytics, Google Analytics type of thing inbuilt with this builder, with this hosting your website builder. So if you come over here, you can see this thing now. Because I've just created the website, I have no data over here. But once after you come after 2-3 days, you can see some data over here. Now for SEO, you can add your, to improve your website SEO, you can add your website name. So maybe I'll add Fem Interior Design. Maybe this is my website name. Okay, I'll click on next step, website language English. Short description, you can add a short description about your website. Okay, let me grab some code or some text from here. All right, now click on next step. And after that, let's see what we have. All right, so select 3 keywords for your website. You can select, obviously this does not make any sense because I selected this dummy text from here, but they will ask you to select 3 options, and then they will display search result preview. You can add your SEO title, you can add your meta description and click on finish. Okay, so this is how you can even improve this thing. You can even improve your SEO score. Then after that, form submission. Whenever somebody fills in any form, for example, we have this form on the contact page. Whenever somebody enters this detail, click on submit, you will get all those details over here under form submission. You can click on view list and you will get all those details over here. All right. You also have the export to WordPress thing. I have not yet tried this thing, but I think you can contact the host changer support and they will help you with this. So if you have created this website, maybe like the design, and if you want to use this design or if you want to export this same design and everything on WordPress, you can contact the HostRanger support team. They will help you with this. All right. And with this, you have, make sure to always update whenever you do any changes, make sure to always update this page. And with this, we have completed this tutorial. So you have successfully seen how to create a website, a portfolio website, or any kind of website basically, to using this HostRanger's new AI website builder. We have seen how to create a simple logo, how to create different pages, menus, header, footer. We have seen all these things. We have also seen how to add a store to your portfolio website or any kind of website, how to accept payments, how to manage orders and all these things. All right. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful for you. If you find this video helpful, if you want to watch more useful videos like this one, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.